our topic for today is how to find the nth term of a geometric sequence. Let's do number 1. Find the 7th term. The first thing to do is to determine the first term. The first term in this geometric sequence is 2. So, a sub 1 is equal to 2. A sub 1 represents the first term. The next thing to do is to determine the ratio. The ratio is equal to any term divided by the preceding term. For example, if we divide 54 by 18, we get 3. 3 is a ratio. Or 18 divided by 6, 3. 3 is the ratio. And 6 divided by 2 is also 3. 3 is the ratio. The ratio here is 3, 3, 3. That is why it is called a common ratio. But in computations of the nth term in a geometric sequence, we usually divide the second term by the first term to get the ratio. A sub 2 is 6 and a sub 1 is 2. So the ratio is equal to 3. The next thing to do is to determine the value of n. N represents the number of terms. It says find the 7th term. So our n is 7. The formula is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 r raised to n minus 1. So n is 7, so this is a sub 7 is equal to a sub 1 is 2. So replace a sub 1 by 2. So write 2 here and then replace r by 3 because r is 3. And then n by 7 minus 1. So this is now equal to 2 times 3 raised to 6. This means multiply 3 by itself 6 times. Let's do it here. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 more times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. And then multiply 9 by 9, which is 81. And then multiply 81 by 9. Let's just do it here. 81 times 9. So this is 9 to 729. So 3 raised to 6 is 729. And then multiply that by 2. So 2 times 729. So 729 times 2. 18, carry 1, 4, 5, 14. So 1,458. So this is the seventh term in this geometric sequence. Number 2. Find the eighth term. Notice that in this geometric sequence, the signs of the terms are alternate: positive, negative, positive, negative. The first thing to do is to determine the first term. The first term is 3, so a sub 1 is 3. Then determine the common ratio. R is a sub 2 over a sub 1. A sub 2 is negative 6, the second term, over a sub 1, which is 3. Negative 6 over 3 is negative 2. So, the common ratio is negative 2. And then determine n. It says find the eighth term. So, our n is 8. And then write the formula. A sub n is equal to a sub 1 r raised to n minus 1. So, a sub n, but n is 8. So, a sub 8 is equal to a sub 1. A sub 1 is 3. So, replace a sub 1 by 3. And then, replace r by negative 2. And n here by 8 minus 1. So, this is now equal to 3 times negative 2 raised to 8 minus 1 is 7. This means multiply negative 2 by itself 7 times. Since this is an odd number and this is negative, we expect a negative product. Let us multiply negative 2 by itself 7 times here. Negative 2 times 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 negative 2. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. And this is negative 2. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. And then we multiply this. This is 8. Negative 8 times 6 is 48. Carry 4. So, plus 8, 1, 28, negative. So, this is now equal to 3 times, this is equal to negative 128. Now, this is equal to, better do it here, 128 times 3, 24, carry 2, 6, plus 2, 8. 3 times 1, 3. But this is negative, so the product is negative. So, negative 3, 8, 4. Negative 384 is the 8th term in this geometric sequence. Find the 7th term. 2, 1, 1 over 2, and then 1/4, and so on. Determine the first term. The first term is a sub 1 is equal to 2. So the first term is 2. Find the common ratio. R is a sub 2 over a sub 1. So this is equal to 1 over 2. So the common ratio is 1 over 2. N is equal to 7. And then write the formula. A sub n is equal to a sub 1 r raised to n minus 1. So n is 7 sub n is equal to, replace this by 2, r by 1 over 2, and then n by 7 minus 1. So this is equals to 2 times 1 over 2 raised to 6. This means multiply 1 over 2 6 times by itself. Let's do it here. 1 over 2 times 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 1 over 2. Let us check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is of course equal to 1. Over 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2, 16. 16 times 2, 32. 32 times 2, 64. So this is 1 over 64. So we replace this by 1 over 64. And then we can cancel 2 and this one, 60. Divided by 2, 1. 64 divided by 2, 32. So this is 1 over 32. So 1 over 32 is the 7th term in this geometric sequence.